Welcome to episode 98 of the PACT Live podcast. I'm your host, Bruiser Carter, with the one and only Mr. Cut Carter.
Cutthroat,
How you doing, man?
chilling,
It's the Carter
back in town,
back in
feeling
town.
good,
I feel,
working, grinding, trying to get it by any means.
I feel, I feel.
Multiple incomes, you know what I'm saying? That's just how we living.
I got you. It's the Carter Bro special today, episode 98. Let's
Carter
not.
Bro special. Have we ever did an episode just us two? I don't think so.
Yeah, if not, it was me and Brandon one episode, but I think we did a second episode. It was me and you. Then Trey came on later.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
we never did a full episode by ourselves, so might as well get to it before the 100th episode. You feel me?
Yeah, why not?
I'm well. Great NCAA season. March Madness Final Four. Appreciate the interview and the story I did. Back in the city and ready to get active, ready to get this podcast going again. So we're gonna start with the NCAA. The men's we have a new champion. The Baylor Bears are the 2021 men's NCAA champions. No one picked them when we did our picks. Everyone was picking Houston or Gonzaga. What happened, man? Why didn't nobody pick Baylor?
They showed that they were the best team. Uh, I mean, they were number one seed for a reason. I think they were the number one seed, right?
They were.
So yeah, I mean, a lot of us didn't. We really didn't watch a lot of college basketball, and I think I speak for the podcast in the world. I think college basketball this season wasn't as attractive or appealing this season. So as a result, people were just blind picking.
I could agree that everybody was going with dynasties or perfect season and things like that.
Just off of just adrenaline and who y'all thought was better.
But for Baylor,
Not better, but who you wanted to win. Like I
right?
picked emotionally. I don't. I picked Houston because I like a certain player. I don't think. I think Baylor has a lot of better play, like good players as far
Mhm.
as talent. Like their talent pool is higher than Houston's,
I
as it
think
should be. Them being a Power Five and Houston being, a
right.
smaller D1 school.
I think the way Baylor is when I was watching the Houston game and I was watching the beginning of the Gonzaga game, they got out to big leads early, knocking down threes, playing defense. Their players, Mitchell, I forgot the other person as well. Maceo Teague had a great game in the championship. Those players just coming out, knocking down threes, forcing turnovers and bad shots, just getting out to a double-digit lead in the first 5-6 minutes of the game is just huge. And congratulations, Scott Drew had a chance to interview him, ask him a question. So he deserved it. He said someone he knows or know is going to do a documentary on this team if they were to win a championship. So I am looking forward to that. So it'll be fun to watch. You
My
can't
bad.
forget, you good. You can't forget the Final Four, UCLA and Gonzaga. Jalen Suggs knocking down that buzzer beater in overtime.
Yeah. Wait, who Gonzaga beat again? Michigan didn't play them. Michigan lost to
UCLA,
UCLA, and
right?
then he hit the buzzer beat on UCLA.
Right. It was a good.
Suggs.
That was a great
I
game.
think Suggs and Mitchell from Baylor are gonna capitalize the most off of this.
This March Madness run. Okay.
Yeah, though they should capitalize the most. Mitchell might be a top 10 player in the draft now.
Mm.
Suggs is probably top 5, top 3.
I saw a report that said teams may consider him for number one over Cade Cunningham after his performance.
Yeah, I think Cade is 5, so I don't think people should underestimate Cade. But if they let Cade slip to better teams, then it's gonna be bad. Plus, you got those G League guys, Jalen Green and another guy. I always keep forgetting his name, but they went to the G League instead of college.
Mm.
They might be better than these guys because they got that experience a little bit, the NBA feel.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it was G League, but still, I think that's as close to the NBA you get. I don't think,
All right. Or
I don't
overseas.
think any other, I don't think college or any other league in the world is as close as you're gonna get to NBA basketball as the G League.
Not even overseas league, the Euro League, things like that. All
I
right.
think the speed of the game in the G League is the closest to the NBA.
I got you.
Yeah, but if you're really good, you can go thrive down there, like Kevin Porter, or those guys that go in there and be like, oh my gosh, you like why are you here? So I think that's the true test though to me. I mean, some of the overseas leagues are pretty close. Euro League is close, and China, CBA, and I think the new African league they starting might be close. I'm actually interested in seeing some people come out of there and cross over to the NBA from I forgot what it's called, but they starting it over there in Africa.
Okay.
A new league. So yeah, G League. I'm gonna give G League number 2 for now.
I got you. And shout out again to the Baylor Bears for doing what you had to do and going to win that championship in Indianapolis COVID season. And also shout out to the women. Stanford, they won the 2021
I
women's.
didn't pick them, but that's far. I
John
wanted Arizona to win low key. I was all in.
John picked them to win his original predictions. I like after what the Arizona coach did on the sideline. I ain't gonna lie, that made me become a fan. When she was like, "Forget everybody else. I believe in you guys," and they all got hype. I wanted them to win after seeing that moment with her team, but ultimately it didn't lead that way.
She
It
be
was, it
twerking
was
in
a good game.
Versace. I like the drip. People talking about something.
Yeah, and it was a good game. It came down to one last possession, and Stanford played great defense in the end, and they won the game. So congratulations to the Stanford, and congratulations to women's basketball. This tournament this season highlighted women's basketball, and hopefully in the future, maybe next year in the coming years, more lucrative options, endorsements. We just seen it today that Nike released the new jerseys for the WNBA for the 25th anniversary of their season. Some of them jerseys are tough, by the way. So as women's basketball is emerging and new business deals are coming. So congratulations to women and keep doing y'all thing. We recognize and we appreciate it. Got anything, Cook Carter? That's good.
Good on the women's sports, but it was actually a good run and very entertaining. And then with college kind of it picked up at the end, I guess, as it always does. So
Okay. I like it. I like it. All right, you ready to move ready to talk some NBA? All right, we're gonna start with your guy, Drew Holiday, getting a 4-year extension for 160 million. Some people were hesitant and said, did he really deserve this money? But he has been balling for the Milwaukee Bucks. He's a former New Orleans Pelican. Carter, how you feeling about Drew Holiday, man? Did he deserve that contract extension? And
Drew is the
will he lead the Bucks to a championship appearance this season with Giannis?
Drew is the definition of a beta player, and he's like in the top 5 on that beta list. Like he's like the perfect guy to have as your number 2. I know you got like Harden and Kyrie together, so that kind of as number 2s, but I don't know. And they've been kind of being 1 and 2 all season as it is. Clay is a good number 2. CJ is a good number 2. But Drew is underestimated as a number 2 because he's two-way. He's defensive and offensive. And people forget about the offensive side, but when he shows it, when he's hot, when he's feeling it, he can give you 29 or 28 or 27 like it's nothing. He's a bigger guard, 6'3", so he got a lot into his game. Was he worth the money? I mean, it's not the worst. I feel like there's so many bad contracts in it. Well, not bad, but overpaid contracts in the NBA that it don't matter at this point. You could give him. You mute it.
Oh, no, I was looking up how old Drew Holiday is.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that get overpaid. So I'm not mad here. Get it. Excuse me.
He's 30 years old. 4-year deal will be 34 when his contract extension is done around that time.
So 30 is your prime. You in your prime from like 27 to 31, 32.
Giannis signed, I believe, a
4.
So it's the same extension as Giannis.
Yeah,
Giannis done.
It's lined up with Giannis' contract.
You're right.
On purpose. And Drew was good with AD. We made a playoff run. We beat the Blazers. So the Bucks are going to win a playoff game. It's just a matter of I don't know if they can get past the Sixers or the Nets.
Currently, the Bucks are the 3rd seed, and they would have played the Miami Heat in the first round.
And they give them fits. I don't know if they can get past the Heat still. The Heat got their number, low key.
They do. They know how to stop Giannis, but what they didn't have in previous time was Drew Holiday.
The bench got worse, so it's just Drew.
Now they got Devin
and Middleton.
Brook Lopez. They still got players now.
I know, but they're not as deep as they were.
Right.
Okay. Bobby Portis has been playing well. I don't know, bro. I don't think it's a bad contract due to other people getting worse contracts. for less money, but still bad. So I like it for Drew. Happy for him. But I don't think the Bucks will make it in the championship. I'm sorry.
I got you, bud. I got you. All right, we'll see. I like the Drought move. They were my preseason prediction to make the East. I kind of stepped away from that prediction and chose the Sixers. But if Drought continue his stellar performance how he's been playing recently, then I think they have a shot to knock off the Sixers and the Nets. We'll have to see. Speaking of contracts, we have some upcoming free agent news that broke via the Athletic. They reported that Kawhi Leonard will most likely re-sign with the Clippers after this year. How you feeling about Kawhi staying in LA?
He can stay. He won't win.
Uh,
Even if they was to make the finals, they wouldn't win. That's what I don't think people understand. Like they wouldn't. They're not gonna win.
Cause why you still on this PG hate train? Why you think they won't win? You just think
I don't hate them. I just don't think they're good in the playoffs. I think they'll get exposed in the playoffs again, as they always do. Well, as they've consistently done. Some about that team, boy, in the playoffs that just don't
the Clippers are cursed, and right now they're the third seed. They will play the Blazers in the first round, and
they could lose.
That's a money matchup right there.
They could lose. Give me the Blazers in 6.
Oh wow. Blazers are nice though. Added Norman Powell, still have Robert Covington, Carmelo, and still got Damian Lillard. Nurkic coming back healthy. Blazers are special. Another upcoming free agent is Chris Paul. If he decides to opt out of his, I think it was over $30 million.
It's $40 million.
$40 million. Jesus. But let's say because he can still like maximize himself. I think the NBA see him as I think he could still get $45 million.
He's not opting out. Nobody gonna pay him $40 million for 1 year. Nobody gonna do that.
For 2 years. Let the money go for 2 years.
Why would he do that? Why make it in 2 when you can make it in 1?
To go to a better team, perhaps.
And you're number 2 seed in the West.
But you don't think that Suns team was gonna come out the West though, cut? You know that.
I don't think any team other than the Lakers is coming out the West.
Exactly. So why wouldn't he go to the Lakers and see if they what's going on with them with their roster spot?
He should have went this year if he was gonna opt out. He had the option to. He didn't do it. Why? Because you're not turning down $38 and $40 million. It just don't make sense to do. DeMar DeRozan, I thought he was gonna opt out. You see, he didn't.
That was the next player I was about to bring up. They said this is last year of his deal. He opted in the last season
for the money.
Of course, for the money, but also the way that the Popovich system changed. In the report, it said how he became more versatile. He had a career high in assists at some point, more efficient shooter. So if a potential team out there with a lot of cap space want him, they have a chance to go out and grab a versatile DeMar DeRozan. And they said the teams with the most cap space in the offseason are the Knicks, the Spurs, and the Thunder. Is that what?
He ain't going none of them 3.
They said the Mavericks can have a lot of cap, $35 million in cap room if Josh Richardson opts out of his $11.6 million player option.
He should opt out. That's low. He should make more than that. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad the contracts get crazy. Why?
And they said the Hornets can have $26 million cap space. They have a significant cap room as well.
I wouldn't go to the Hornets, but the Hornets gonna be good though. They're good now, but I'm saying they can add a player now too.
What do you think they need to get better?
Yeah, big man.
Big. I felt a big.
We should have tried to get. Well, I know Drummond wasn't gonna go there now, but if Drummond trying to go for a bag next year, that's where he should look.
The Hornets.
Horford wouldn't have been a bad fit with them. You know, Horford wouldn't be bad with them if he's willing to run.
Say Horford. Okay.
If he's willing to run, though.
Them boys are excited. They're up to something for sure. So it will be interesting to see. In the article, they also cited how the Raptors will have about $25 million below the cap if they don't re-sign Kyle Lowry and waive the non-guaranteed deals of Aaron Baines, Rodney Hood, Paul Watson, and DeAndre Bembry. They said the Heat could potentially have money as well, and also the Grizzlies if Justin Winslow declines his $13 million team option. Well, if the team declined the team option with Justin Winslow. So it's not a big free agency summer, but it's getting there. Oh, they also had something for your Pelicans and Hawks before I forget. They said the Pelicans, Hawks, and Cavs could get close to $20 million cap room, but only if significant restricted free agents walk out the door. So Lonzo Ball, John Collins, or Jared Allen.
Lonzo not leaving at this point. I wouldn't let him walk.
I got you, man. I just want to let you know. Before we move off the NBA, of course, what has been your NBA takeaway so far? Did you watch? I know we watched that end of that Suns Jazz game last night.
Donovan was the reason they went to overtime. So him missing that free throw wasn't as big of a deal as I thought it was going to be. He should have made it, but it's not as big of a deal. And I know he probably beating himself up about it. He'll be fine.
Yeah, the Suns are a game and a half back from the Jazz after that game now.
Yeah. The Suns probably going to end up taking the first seed. I'm not going to lie.
I got a question for you. Which team is more likely to get beat in the first round, the Jazz or the Suns?
Matchups matter.
That's true. So right now, the 7th seed is the Mavericks and the 8th seed is the Grizzlies. This is not including the play-in tournament, of course, but those are the current 7th and 8th seed.
You see,
more likely to
Mavericks and Grizzlies. The team playing the Grizzlies is going to win. But I don't think the Grizzlies going to get in when that play-in stuff happens anyway. So I think the Jazz are more likely to lose, but the matchup matters.
Right.
The Suns have the better team. I think the Jazz are just they gelling well.
Mm.
The fact that the Suns are playing this well in their first year together like this.
Chris Paul and Monty Williams effect.
Chris Paul first year with those guys. Not his first time with Monty. Devin Booker and Bridges and Ayton played together a little bit last year. And Cam Johnson, a rookie, right?
I think it's 1 year.
Yeah, rookie, 1 year pro.
Yeah.
So yeah. The Suns is more impressive. The Suns are more impressive than me, so I feel like they're more likely to win, depending on who they play again. If they end up playing a team like the Blazers or a team that'll get them fits, no.
All right, I got another question.
The Jazz biggest problem is the Jazz can't beat perimeter. They're not gonna beat anybody good on perimeter.
All right, what you mean? Like give me an
like
example.
People like the Warriors. If they had the Warriors at full strength, not full strength, but with Clay.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Trailblazers with CJ and Dame, that's when they're gonna be in trouble. I feel like because Mike Conley's good defensively and so is Donovan, but now I got that threat of killing you from outside. So now if I get Gobert on the perimeter more, he gotta guard me. Like he can't just not switch. Like he has to switch.
Right.
So I feel like teams that could shoot well will get a Jazz fits, whereas the Suns, they're the opposite. I think teams with good big men will get them fixed.
You don't trust Aiden?
No.
Lack of experience, because he's still young. I think it's 30
years.
Lack
of experience, and it's just better big men. So if the Jazz play the Suns, the Jazz probably will win. Because
you like Gobert over Aiden?
I don't want to say that, but I think he could. I think he will give Aiden fits.
We got you.
And I think but I still think the Suns are the better team, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah,
I think the Jazz will win a series.
Possibly. I think. Are you all right? Let's do this. Let's rank the best 5 players. Let's combine the Jazz and the Suns and rank the best 5 players. So number 1, who you have?
Mitchell.
And then number 2 is Booker.
Right.
Then Chris Paul.
Right.
Then who you got?
Gobert, unfortunately.
Gobert, then Ayton.
I don't think Ayton's the 5th best player.
Oh, who's the 5th best? Mike Conley or Jay Clay?
I like Mikal Bridges, bro. Low key.
Okay.
But Jordan Clarkson is if I had to pick my favoritism, it would be Jordan Clarkson. Mikal Bridges. I mean, Ayton is supposed to be that 5th best person, but I think when Mikal Bridges or Bogdanovich or Joe Ingles, one of those dudes, like it's the role player could be the 5th best because when they get going, they win games when they get going.
Right.
That's how I feel. I don't think. I mean, Ayton is in that. I guess that realm too, but it's just I don't be impressed that much. But I don't think he's a bad player.
He's still young. He's still developing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he gonna get better.
I got you. Did you have any more NBA takeaways before I ask 2 more questions?
The Hawks are looking pretty legit.
Yep.
The Celtics, I'm done with them.
Didn't you pick them to come out of the East?
I did.
What's wrong with the Celtics? Kemba has been playing a lot. They acquired Evan Fournier. He's now injured. What's going on with the Celtics?
I don't know, and I don't
care. Why are they that bad?
I don't want no more excuses. I'm done with them. I had the Celtics playing the Lakers. I'm not getting it. We're getting the Lakers, somebody else. So Hopefully it's Philly, but it might be Brooklyn. But it's not gonna be them.
Celtics are currently the 7th seed right now.
It's over with, bro. Brad Stevens probably gone. He's out of there.
You can't fire Brad.
Okay, fire Danny Ainge. Who going? Who leave first?
So you blaming the coach? You're not blaming the players.
I can't blame the players. They have the talent. I mean, something
They're not-
ain't gelling.
I think I blame
Or I don't think it. Or
you trying to
blow it up.
trying to blow it up.
They can blow it up if they want to. But I think Tatum and Brown are good together. That's me. But
I don't blame Brad Stevens. I think he's an exceptional coach. I blame Danny Ainge's inability to acquire a big. Like, who was the last great big the Celtics had was Garnett. Correct me if I'm wrong.
if you count Horford,
I'd take Garnett over Horford.
yeah, duh. I'm not saying. Do you count Horford as a good big or no?
He's serviceable, but he's not star. You know what I'm saying? He's not that all-star type of player. So I think them not getting the big, and in the East, you have to have a big that can compete with or guard Giannis, can guard Embiid, can guard now Durant. He just didn't do this team a service, man. And I think they missed their championship window. I said this like a couple podcasts ago. They missed their championship window when they didn't go out and acquire Kawhi Leonard or Anthony Davis. And they could have gave up Brown or Tatum, and they could have went on that championship run with Kawhi or AD with Tatum or Brown. So I don't blame Brad. I don't know what's wrong with this team. And Marcus Smart is back, right?
I think Marcus is back.
I don't know. It's nasty.
He definitely returned. So yeah, I don't know if he play every game or load managing, but he's back.
Got you. All right, I got a question for you, Cut Carter. Are you ready for the question? Are you ready for the question?
Yeah, I shook my head. Yeah.
Oh my bad. So currently, the Charlotte Hornets are the 4th seed in the East. Hawks are 5th. Heat are 6th. 7 is Celtics and 8 is Knicks. Who do you think will be the 4th seed in the East when the season concludes?
One more time.
Currently, the Hornets are the 4th seed in the East. Hawks are 5th, Heat 6, Celtics 7, Knicks are 8. The Hawks and Hornets are both tied for 9th for the 4th spot, and the Heat are a half game back, and the Celtics are a game back. Who do you think will be the 4th seed when the season is all said and done?
You said the Hawks and what are tied for 9th?
Tied for 4th, Hawks and Hornets. They're tied for 9 games. They're 9 games behind the 1st seed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the 1st seed. But they're both tied for the 4th seed. Heat half a game, Celtics 1 game, and Knicks are 2 games behind the 4th.
It's tight over there. See what I'm saying? So the Celtics not that bad. I haven't seen anything to make me keep them as my representative. Right. However, that 4th spot probably going to end up going to the Heat. Mm-hmm. When in doubt, go give it to the veterans.
Got you.
Simple. The veteran-led team. Hawks are still young. Hornets are young. Knicks they're overachieving right now, so I can't even put too much more pressure on them. Celtics are underachieving, but they still have a chance with only 1 game. But I haven't seen anything to make me think that they're a top 4 seed, except maybe when Fournier come back, if they get it going, then maybe that'll change my mind.
I got you. Last thing, NBA, before we move on, you ready? ESPN released their 25 players under the age of 25 rankings, and it caused controversy across the NBA community. I want to hear your top 5 NBA players that are under the age of 25. Give it to me, brother. I want to hear it. Let's go.
Top 5 in debating.
Top five.
All right.
Got to be in order, too.
It got to be from 1 to 5?
Yeah, got 1 to 5.
The best player under 25 years old. This gonna hurt some feelings.
Let's do it.
But I think it's Zion.
Oh wow, over Luka?
Yeah, I do.
Tell me why.
I think you put Zion on any team like that's not the Pelicans, that's like a playoff team, and he's like he's still giving you 30 every night. Like that's what he's gonna be.
Oh, wow.
I feel like Luka on another team would be more of a facilitator. But like he take the James Harden route. Like you put him with somebody else, he'll take the James Harden route because he's not that good of a shooter as everybody thinks he is. He just hits big shots. If that makes sense. Like he's not that like lethal or consistent. But he is like I'm not saying this to knock him. I just think Zion is the person I would go for.
So do you have?
I think you put Zion with any serviceable passer or facilitator, and
Lonzo's a good passer.
And you saw what they just did. Zion don't be the problem.
Who's the problem?
They don't play defense. That's the problem.
Pelicans are currently the 11th seed and 2 games back from the 10th spot. And why can't Lion uplift them out there like Luka's doing with the Mavs? That's what I'm asking.
But Luka got a better team though.
But if you have Zion, or you have Zion over Luka, right? Then BI is not that far behind from Luka.
How old is BI? BI not. I think
he's under 25. He's under 25.
He made the list.
In their list, Brandon Ingram was number 11. Jaylen Brown was 12.
Who was ahead of him? Let me hear their list.
All right. Here's the ESPN.
I knew the top 5, but I didn't hear the rest.
All right. Number 1 is Luka. Number 2 is Zion. Number 3 is LaMelo. Number 4 is Donovan Mitchell. Number 5 is Tatum. Number 6 is Fox. Number 7 is Ben Simmons. Number 8 is Devin Booker. Number 9 is Bam Adebayo. Number 10 is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 11 BI. 12 is Jaylen Brown. 13 Jamal Murray. 14 Michael Porter. 15 Ja Morant. 16 Trae Young. 17 Mikal Bridges. 18 Domantas Sabonis. 19 Anthony Edwards. 20 DeAndre Ayton. 21 Tyrese Halliburton. Yeah. 22 John Collins. 23 Jared Allen. 24 Alonzo Ball, and 25 Colin Sexton, the young bull. And Trae Young was pretty low for your liking. Look at Carter's face.
Alonzo 24.
Colin
Trae Young 16. Okay.
All right. Top 5 no debating. Top 5 players that are under the age of 20 at 25 or under 25. Let's get to it.
Zion is 1. Still not changing it. Luka is 2. Cool. 3 is Donovan Mitchell. 4 is Jason Tatum. 5.
Rewind.
1 is Zion. 2 is Trey. 2 is Luka. 3 is Donovan Mitchell. 4 is Trae Young. In my 5th spot, I'm going Bam Adebayo.
So to recap, we have Zion, Luka. Who was number 3 again? I think Donovan Mitchell, Trae Young, Bam Adebayo. Wow. So no D-Book, no Tatum, no
Booker. But see, Booker, they had him 9. I got Booker 6. I think Booker. I mean, I could take Bam out for Booker. It won't bother me. I'll be content with that. But I think Bam is underrated. I think he's super underrated.
What about no Tatum?
I don't know.
No Shai Gilgeous-Alexander?
I love Shai, but Shai's not a winner.
Okay, I give it.
Well, he was winning last year with Chris Paul, but Shai can't win with what he got. Shai is in a terrible situation. But he's in a situation to be built around, which is fine.
That's true. So to recap Carter's top 5 under 25, he has number 1, Zion Williamson.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Luka Doncic.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, Donovan Mitchell. Number 4, Trae Young. And number 5, Bam Adebayo.
Booker.
/ Devin Booker. Booker is number 6 on this list.
Or Bam is 6. I don't know. It depends. I mean, it depends on what you're looking for.
Okay.
It's hard to do big, but the way they had those, Booker was 9. No. And
LaMelo was 3? LaMelo was 3.
He's not. LaMelo was 5, don't get me wrong, but he can't even score like that yet. Like, how you going to just put him there? Everybody I name can get buckets. Bam is least like he's not really a bucket getter per se all the time, but he can get a triple double because he can pass, he can facilitate, and he plays defense.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and I can't put Jaylen Brown. I can't put Tatum anywhere without putting Jaylen Brown like right there with him, in my opinion. So,
got you. All right, I like it.
But Lonzo is not 24 either.
Wait, before we move on, who you put Lonzo over? The players in front of Lonzo.
Lonzo was before Sexton, so that's facts. I'm putting Lonzo before
Jared Allen was 23. John Collins was 20.
Jared Allen.
John Collins?
No.
Tyrese Halliburton?
No, not he having a good rookie year. I'm saying you taking one season of somebody and then gonna put them over Lonzo, but Halliburton is having a great season though. So is LaMelo. But I don't think LaMelo better than Lonzo. I think LaMelo is he's in a position to flourish better than Lonzo, and he can shoot better than Lonzo already. Well, better than Lonzo did when he first came in.
Okay. Got you. All right. I
Who
like
else?
in front of Lonzo was DeAndre Ayton,
No,
Anthony Edwards,
maybe.
Domantas Sabonis.
Yes, he's an all-star. He should have been higher. He should have been top 10.
Oh, I agree with that. Sabonis was low. Mikal Bridges, your guy.
Oh, that's my boy. I was thinking about Miles Bridges. Yeah, Mikal's foul. Slept on, underrated. But
Then
what spot was Mikal?
17 right after Trae Young. Trae Young was 16.
Yeah, 15, 16, 17 range, yeah.
Then John Morant.
He should be higher.
Should he be over Trae Young?
No.
They guess
Well, no. No, he can't. I think Trey's a better passer and scorer. Well, shooter. Trey's a better shooter and passer. Ja's better athlete and better defender and a better scorer like inside.
All right.
That was dunker. Like drive. Like again, athleticism. Because Trey scores the bucket too.
Then MPJ was 14. Jamal Murray 13.
Why? Wait, who? Jamal Murray?
Yeah, he was 13.
Jamal Murray, but he not consistent. I think he could fall a little bit. Michael Porter Jr. could also fall a little bit.
I think Jamal, if it was like a postseason list, Jamal Murray would be super high because he does turn on.
In the postseason, he's different. In the regular season, it's just like every time I think he's taking a step based on the postseason, he come back to regular season and just be regular.
Yeah. Then 12 Jaylen Brown, 11 BI, and 10 Shea.
BI better than Tatum and Jaylen Brown, in my opinion.
Wow.
So I take and Shea is right where Shea is in that outside of the 10, 11 range for me.
So where would you put Lonzo after all of this? What number?
Lonzo's after those guys. Like he's after.
So he's like 18.
He in the teens.
Okay.
He in the teens after Jaylen Brown and Tatum and BI and them and Mikal, low key. He like right in there. And I think I put Lonzo after Jamal Murray or right with Jamal Murray. I think Lonzo and Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray's a better scorer. Jamal Murray could be above Lonzo. And Michael Porter Jr. could be. He right after Michael Porter Jr. on my list.
We're gonna need you to write this list out so we give it to.
I will because I don't like the disrespect and no disrespect to Luka once again. I mean, if you want to put him number one, that's fine. But that other a lot of those was blasphemy. LaMelo can't be top 3 right now. I'm sorry, especially when he's hurt.
Got you. You heard it here from Cut Carter himself.
But I ain't hating on LaMelo. Don't get me wrong. I rock with him. You know, triple B's.
Facts. Are you ready to talk about some football news?
My favorite.
Let's get into it. We will start with the Sam Darnold trade. He is finally out of New York, and he is a Carolina Panther.
Starter.
The New York Jets traded Sam Darnold for a 2021 6th-round pick and a 2022 2nd-round pick and a 4th-round pick. Before we talk about Sam and the future of Teddy Bridgewater, the Panthers won this trade, giving up next year's 2nd and a 4th and this year's 6th for a quarterback who people believe if we have a better supporting cast, he is really good.
This is his last chance, though.
I agree. This is his last chance. But DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, Christian McCaffrey.
This is literally what they did for Josh Rosen, but Josh Rosen had nothing to work with.
What do you mean? Like when they traded
him for the Dolphins? Okay. He had literally nothing to work with.
Well,
that's why I think people messed up. They messed over his career. I think Josh Rosen, given a chance, could be decent or, borderline with talent around.
They gave up on him after 1 year.
They gave up on him after 1 year, shipped him somewhere where they didn't have nothing, and they were also going to give up on him. So it was just he was set to fail. And I in that draft class, I don't remember who I was in there. Was that Lamar draft?
Yes, it was. Baker Mayfield, then Sam Darnold, then Josh Allen, Josh Rosen, and Lamar Jackson.
Lamar definitely went early. But when that draft originally was happening, I had Rosen over Darnold, but I had neither over Lamar. I think when I ranked them, I had Baker, Lamar,
then yeah.
And I don't really know about Josh Allen because I don't do small schools.
You don't.
But if I had to redraft that now, it would go Lamar, Josh Allen, then Baker,
Darnold, then Rosen.
and Rosen probably.
Right.
But Rosen didn't get a chance, and I don't really mean to take the spotlight off Darnold. Mm-hmm. I just think he needs a chance.
Well,
That's all I think.
he's I wanted a practice squad player to get rings because he was on the Buccaneers practice squad. So maybe
You know why the Buccaneers got him, right?
yeah, a potential successor for
Right, because they're literally not going to draft anybody. They're going to just plug and play,
right.
probably. And they have the talent. Again, the talent around him matters, and he might thrive.
Back to let's talk.
Back to Donald.
Yeah,
the Jets. I don't know what the Jets be doing, bro.
Let's talk. Yeah, start with the Jets first. Oh, acquired. Only thing valuable in that was that second round pick for next year. They just wanted to get rid of him, in my opinion. So
they knew they couldn't get a first, so they settled for that.
Yeah,
because if it was me, I'd have been like, let me get next year first.
No,
the Panthers probably like,
I'm like, no. So I think they're definitely going Zach Wilson now. Even though I don't think they should go Zach Wilson, they're gonna go.
I think they're gonna go Zach Wilson, and they're gonna regret it.
Yeah.
And then you told Corey Davis. Corey Davis comes in, and you tell him Darnold gonna be the starter, and he says, "Well, from my knowledge, Darnold gonna be the starter." Zach Wilson better be five. They better pray he five. Because if he not five, that GM, that whole, we got Seattle's picks. We got their first. We got this.
They do have 2 first-round picks. They do.
They got the first this year and next year.
Yep, for Seattle.
We're gonna be amazing. Yeah, y'all blow this. Y'all blow this in the next in these 2 seasons. Y'all blow these picks.
Yeah,
it's over with. They're done. The GM gone. The owner should try to sell the team. Okay. Because
you got it.
Zach, I think then you couldn't tank right. I think in no world, we knew y'all was getting Trevor. That's what the consensus was. Mm-hmm. And now y'all set the Jags up and Urban Meyer up for potentially a great run.
Well, that was Sam Darnold's doing when he beat the Rams and when they won that 2-game winning streak.
As they should have. I think he was he knew he was done. He knew they wanted a quarterback, and he said, "Well, I'm gonna win these games." Sam, you showed some. Made a couple good throws in there. Sam, I hope you're thriving. No, I don't. You're in the division now, bud. Sorry.
But before we go to Carolina, I just want to say, the Jets have, in my opinion, three more years. 3 years with Zach Wilson to know if they have the right guy or not, or 2.
I'll give them 2.
Because they're gonna draft the quarterback. They're gonna draft him. Then they're gonna draft a lineman, some receivers, and some defensive.
Their next pick needs to be. When their next pick, they got a Seattle pick.
Yeah, that would pick 20. Early 20.
100% got to go defense.
They need O-line though. They need a lot of. This team needs a lot of things. So
they need corners.
Go corner. It can, but this team's not going to be in a contention till 2 years from now till after they acquire these picks. So, because they have to develop.
That's not good enough for me. You got 2 first this year and 2 next year.
It's the Jets, Derek.
You better have a 2017 Saints draft, my boy.
There's a lot of pressure.
They need it. I mean, how consistent you gonna be the laughing stock of the league? Right now, they took the Browns' place. They're the laughing stock of the league.
I'll take Detroit over New York.
Detroit was in the playoffs a couple years ago.
Jets, no, they weren't. All right. I guess we'll see.
Last time the Jets had a serviceable quarterback, his name was Mark Sanchez, a USC quarterback.
Oh wow! Shout out to USC. For Carolina things, Darnold, career revitalization with that talent. The owner wanted someone new and fresh, which leaves our guy Teddy Bridgewater looking for a job. In a report, they said Teddy will be able to choose with freedom to choose where he wants to go. Where do you think Teddy B will land?
Before we get on that, is Adam Gase still the coach of the Jets?
He is not. It's Robert Saleh, first Muslim head coach.
It's a chance. Okay, there's actually a chance.
Where Teddy B landing, man?
He going defense on that second pick, then.
I agree.
Yeah, they're going defense on that second pick.
Or best available lineman, then try to find a diamond in the rough.
If I'm going Zach Wilson, I'm going deep. I'm going.
I need somebody to put. Certainly not gonna be there.
Farley.
Yeah, someone of them gonna be there. They're gonna be O-line because that O-line's still bad.
But they had a good O-line pick last year, and your boy.
Don't need another one.
Kai Becton. I think they could play around in the second round, and don't they got Seattle second too?
Ooh, I don't think they do. Let me look. While I'm looking, talk to us about Teddy B and where you think he's gonna land.
Teddy 2 gloves Bridgewater, my boy. Is it bad that I think the Niners need to call him?
Yes, because they're gonna draft a quarterback.
Oh yeah, they traded up to third.
Yeah.
Doofuses. They better be Justin Fields.
They have the for the Seattle picks, they have the Seattle's first and Seattle's third
Wow.
for this year.
Yeah, I go a line later on. Forgot the 49ers traded up, but the 49 if it's for Mac Jones, bro, I'm gonna be disappointed.
That's a topic I got. Just do
My bad. I'm just so ahead of the gun, but I think I can't see Denver taking Teddy Bridgewater. They probably should, but
I think whoever trades for Teddy B is going to get a transition quarterback.
I think the Texans take him if Deshaun Watson's case continues to do what it's doing.
They got Tyrod though for cheap.
Okay, I like Tyrod, but is Tyrod winning games?
Teddy B not gonna win games there either.
Making this hard on me.
It's tough. Like I said, wherever he goes.
Do you think the Washington football team takes a chance?
Oh, I like it. I think like I said, wherever Teddy B goes, it's gonna be a transition because they're gonna find a replacement for him because that contract is it's not bad, but he doesn't play to that level of the contract. But also they want somebody younger and fresher to take over and more mobile. So I think if he goes to Washington, they're a playoff team. They can win the NFC East with Teddy. I think he'll be better than the quarterback they had last season on that roster. Alex Smith, Haskins, and Heineke. I think I'll take Teddy B over Fitzpatrick too.
Do you think the Eagles take him if Jalen Hurts
not a backup
player?
Too much money. I think that's too much money to pay a backup.
I mean, Carson Wentz was backing him up last year, making too much money.
That's why they got rid of him.
Okay, let me see. Let me keep picking your brain. I'm just spitballing here.
Talk to us, man. Talk to me. I got you. I'll never lead you the wrong way.
Rams.
Maybe Pittsburgh.
Chicago. Oh, well.
Andy Dawson's QB1. No.
Chicago should definitely give him a look.
I kind of like Pittsburgh. I was joking, but Pittsburgh maybe.
Oh, no. I'm about to say.
You just have to wait 1 year after Ben. Ben's going to plan for one more season, in my opinion. So take over.
You think Minnesota take him back if Kirk Cousins mess up?
No. I think they're going to want a young quarterback too.
I like the idea of Washington. That's my favorites. I like Washington. I like Houston and Denver. I don't think he's Denver type of quarterback.
If Denver wants to win, Teddy B, he will manage the game and limit mistakes and do like whatever it takes to win.
Like Peyton. Yeah.
So I
just don't think he's their type of quarterback.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but if they want to win, they have to get out of that mindset. If they want to, because he's better than Drew Lock.
He is better than Drew Lock.
But you were touching on earlier. So Adam Schefter reported that the Niners are basically locked in to draft quarterback Mac Jones from Alabama. Some people are speculating whether this is a smokescreen or not. But Carter, it has to be a smokescreen because ain't no way Mac Jones is a better quarterback than Justin Fields. Am I right?
You're right.
I don't understand how they think Mac Jones is he's better than Justin Fields. You're talking about he fits the mold of the quarterback that Matt Ryan or Jimmy G had when they went to the Super Bowl, but Justin Fields is way better, has a better arm, more mobile, agile for today's NFL. Why would you want a pure pocket quarterback that this isn't the early 2000s anymore? This is the 2021. Like, what are you doing, San Fran? So hopefully that's not true. Maybe trying to get other teams to pump fake on it, and so they're going to end up drafting Fields. So how you feeling, man?
They only have one choice. Fields really should be the top 2 pick. But if he so happens falls to 3, okay. He falls to 4. Why wouldn't you pick him? It just don't make sense to me why you wouldn't pick somebody that good. Like, it's called prospects. Yes, you're gonna whip on some picks. That's why you don't overthink them.
I agree.
Especially in the first round. Especially in the first 10 picks, first 5 picks. You have literally zero reason to whiff. Zero.
0.
Like the Bears with the Trubisky. No, stop forcing it. What did you see that was so great?
Tell you.
And don't get me wrong, I like Mac Jones' little run and what he did with his weapons. But again, he had weapons at every position.
Loaded at literally every position.
Lineman, tight end, receiver, running back, fullback, cornerback. Like he's like, come on, bro. And people try to compare that to Joe Burrow, but Joe Burrow was winning games with his arm. It was games that were close that he had to make plays to win. Like the Texas game, 3rd and 17.
I agree.
So, or whatever, 39, I forgot what it was.
It was something long, something like that.
So, again, don't overthink it. Is Mac Jones a top 5 quarterback in this draft? Yes. But he's not top 3. Or top 2.
You heard
You can come at 3 if you want, or you can argue Zach Wilson, but I think the top 2 is set. And then I also like some of the flashes Kyle Trask showed early on in his campaign this season. So
I know you saw that Saints report. They say we might go get him.
We need a cornerback.
Nah, not the first pick. Talking about with the second or third.
Yeah, 3rd. Cornerback, then we go linebacker. Or receiver.
Man, I got you. Let's do something fun. Let's do some NFL draft superlatives, bud. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
I got 3, just 3. Quick and easy. Who is most likely to be the best player out of this NFL draft class on offense and defense?
So pick one for each?
Yep.
The best offensive player in this draft is Jamar Chase.
And tell me why.
You saw why. Just pull up his highlight tape.
Even a year removed?
Yes.
Okay.
He's literally he y'all thought Justin Jefferson was bad. This part 2. Rookie of the year. You heard it here first.
All right. What about that defensive side of the ball?
Or a quarterback might get it if they ball like Trevor Lawrence might. If Trevor Lawrence has a Herbert season, then he might get it. But that I think it's only them 2 though. What'd you say?
Defensive side.
The last time I tried to go with the more versatile athletic linebacker like Isaiah Simmons, I was wrong.
He was.
So I'm not gonna pick Micah Parsons, even though I think he is that deal. It's hard to go corner on these because they don't really show the corners love.
Mm-hmm.
But who cares? Give me Surtain.
Why?
I think he's a lockdown corner. I think he has the chance on the right team. I think he has the chance to have a season similar to Marshawn Lattimore did with the Saints.
Okay.
Like he's gonna walk in at number 1 and walk in like ready. I think people underestimate the fact that Trayvon Diggs was a receiver converted to a corner, converted to a safety, really. Then they moved him to corner. And I think Surtain get busy, especially if he go to Dallas. I think Dallas would be the perfect place for him to go.
Surtain and Diggs at cornerbacks, Alabama South.
Mm-hmm.
Deep in the heart of Texas. All right, number 2. Which projected first round quarterback?
What's your picks?
Oh, my picks? Oh, thanks for asking, bud. Defensive side of the ball, I'm picking Michael Parsons. I don't know why you.
I want to, but it's hard. Last year I picked Isaiah Simmons and I was wrong, so I got to switch it up.
I am going Michael Parsons on the defensive side of the ball. That 4.39 just blew me away. And
I don't care about those.
Okay, of course, but I think he will be the best defensive player of this class, and he's my early pick to be Rookie of the Year, even though they haven't been drafted yet. On offense, I have to go Jamar Chase. That's my LSU blood runs in me. But if I wanted to be objective for once, even though I think it will be Jamar, I don't think he will be the best, even though this is for the best. But I think Travis Etienne, wherever he lands, if it's a right spot, he can have a breakout season similar to Jonathan Taylor or Josh Jacobs because he is so versatile. He can run on special teams, as a pass catcher, and just a running back. So I think Travis Etienne, similar to Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his impact, and Jonathan Taylor, like I said, I think he can be explosive wherever he lands, either late in the first or early second round. All right, you ready for number 2?
All right.
Which out of the 5 quarterbacks are projected to go in the first round? Who is the most likely to be a bust? Trevor Lawrence, Mac Jones, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, or Trey Lance?
Zach Wilson.
Do you hate Zach Wilson? I mean, do you not like Zach Wilson?
I think it's more. I'm gonna put it like this: it's not Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence. The pressure is on the small school guys, Trey Lance and Zach Wilson.
Okay.
But also on the championship winner, Mac Jones, because historically their quarterbacks suck in the NFL.
Okay.
So him, especially if he's a day one starter, him and Jalen Hurts gonna have pressure on them this season. Even though Jalen Hurts technically is not an Alabama quarterback anymore.
Tua.
Oh, Tua as well. Even though Jalen Hurts is not considered Alabama quarterback anymore, he's considered Oklahoma. We all know he's on that round. But Jalen Hurts proved that he could be more. So actually, I'm gonna take Hurts out of it. But I'm content with saying Zach Wilson. I think he got the best chance to be a bust because of all the hype around him. People talked about Trey Lance early on, but nobody talking about Trey Lance anymore like that. You're not hearing his name that much.
Okay.
And he's from a small school, so he's in a similar Josh Allen situation where it's like, I got time. I got time to.
He came from the same school as Carson Wentz.
Right. Nobody had pressure on Carson Wentz from the jump. They give him time. You get picked second overall before Justin Fields, like Trubisky. Time's on, buddy. Show me what you got. Now you're in the big leagues. You don't get picked second overall and don't start, in my opinion, unless you're hurt.
As a quarterback,
yeah.
Jets, Jaguars, and Jets. When you're picked, you're gonna start. The Niners, though, I think they're gonna run with Jimmy G, similar to what Tyrod Taylor and Herbert did last season.
I think that's stupid on them. They should just trade Jimmy G.
Well, they're gonna probably work on that. They're probably working on that even for next season. My pick, who is most likely to be a bust, is Mac Jones. He was great in college, but as Cut alluded to, the offensive talent he had on him, it just isn't a great prognostication of his real abilities come NFL time. And I think if the rumors and reports are true that the Niners will take him at number 3 overall, I just think that's a recipe for a disaster and just staying on John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan's San Francisco tenure. So I got Mac Jones has a lot of pressure, in my opinion, to be a bust. Last but not least, Cut Carter, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Which team do you think will have the best draft based on their positioning in the first round? Most likely to have the best draft grade of round 1.
Dolphins.
Tell me why.
Dolphins traded back, didn't they?
They did, and they traded up for this. They traded from the 3 to 12. They traded up from 12 to 6.
Hmm. Yeah, so the Dolphins have literally no excuse to not fix their problems. They missed the playoffs by like 1 game.
Yep.
That 1 game should be fixed in this first round.
I got you.
And I think with what their setup is, like it's in the first round, based on the first round, it's hard to pick any team that don't have 2 picks.
Right.
2 teams have 2 picks.
3 teams.
3?
Yeah, Jets, Jaguars, and Dolphins.
Who picked the Jaguars got?
The Jaguars have the Rams pick, Jalen Ramsey trade.
So that's 31?
No,
29,
25.
So they got 1 and 25 versus
6 and 18 for the Dolphins, and the Jets have 2 and 23. I'm going Jaguars. I think Trevor.
I'm sticking with my Dolphins pick, but because the way the picks are set up, but the Jets better not mess this up. They have the better picks. 6 and 25 is not as good as 2 and 23. Yet they're gonna really draft this man Zach Wilson, bro.
Jags 120. Jags is 1-25. Jets is 2-23. Dolphins is 6-18.
The thing I like about the Dolphins picks is that they're not going quarterback.
True, that is true.
That's why I think they got a better chance to have an instant impact on their picks.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm going Jaguars. I think they're good. Trevor Lawrence, best quarterback in the draft, in my opinion. Then they either going to solidify that back end of that defense or just give Trevor Lawrence some protection. Or give him some protection. I think my year one, I think they'll win a couple of games. It'll be fun and exciting. They won't amount to any playoff experience, but I think they will be fun to watch because sunshine is in Duval. And that is all I have from the draft superlatives. Before I move on to music cut, the NFL are going to may allow players to change their jersey numbers to like college-esque. So quarterbacks can wear numbers 1-19. Receivers, running backs, and tight ends can wear 1-49 or 80-89. Defensive backs can wear 1-49. Linebackers can wear 1-50 and 90-99. Offensive line can wear 50-79, and defensive line can wear 50-79 or 90-99. Which players do you want to see in them singular digit numbers cut? I
want back in that 3.
I love to see Jamar and Jets in 1 and 2 again.
Odell in 3, Tyrann in 7.
That would be hard. That's a Leonard. I
know Leonard in 7.
Leonard going definitely be like, yeah, let me get that 7, coach.
Who else? Hurts already switched to 1.
Yep. CeeDee Lamb wore 2. Derrick Henry wore 2. Jalen Ramsey wore 2. I mean, Jalen Ramsey wore 8.
CeeDee could change. They told him wear 88, so he might not change.
They did tell him wear 88. That's true. Other than that, if you got nothing else, cut Carter, you can talk. Bring us in with music. With music.
All right.
Oh, with music.
New music tonight. Brockhampton back with a project called Roadrunner. Mo 3, Shout Us Forever. Posthumous. Singles. Polo G Rap Star. I'm excited for that. YR and Merc Get Back featuring Offset. Doja Cat featuring SZA, Kiss Me More. Definitely want to check that one out. And Coil Ray and Cash Page, All About Cake. Coil Ray is on a run with her rise to fame in this music industry. We didn't get to talk about what dropped last week, so I'll acknowledge it now. Last week we got Lil TJ Destined to Win, 24 Hours, Real Walker, Bankroll Freddy, Big Bank. Singles we got Lil Got It, 2 Seed. Last week we got Pierre Bourne For You, PlayStation. Been playing that a lot. 42 Doug featuring Roddy Ricch For the Gang. Brockhampton Count on Me featuring ASAP Rocky and So Gone So Flexy. Shy Glizzy featuring No Savage Ridiculous. Iggy Azalea featuring Tiger Sip It. Snoop Dogg Roaches in My Ashtray. Tootsie Back Together, my bad. Fredo Bang Click Up. Young and Made Successful. Just got a lot of stuff last week. I'm ready for a Thug and Gunna to drop. Ski. I thought we was gonna get that last week or this week, but yeah, but that's all I have.
Thoughts and prayers go out to DMX. It was in the news lately. He suffered. They believe he overdosed. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to say thoughts and prayers to DMX, praying for a healthy recovery, and we want to see you back out and at it, DMX. So wish you the best. Oh Lord. If there is no more news breaking, of course, then we can end it right here. You ready? All right, and this will conclude episode 98 of the Pack Life Podcast. Thank you for tuning in.
Johnny Gargano remains NXT champion.
Forgot it's Wrestlemania season. Yes, sir. 2 nights for NXT Takeover and WrestleMania this weekend. So it's up. It's lit. I'm going with Roman Reigns to win and bring back the WWE Universal Championship. I am right.
He fighting Ramsey. He fighting Lashley.
Lashley fighting McIntyre for the championship. WWE Championship is Reigns versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan for the Universal Championship.
That AARP matchup.
Hopefully Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair main events the night 1 of WrestleMania. 2 black women battling out on wrestling.
What else you got for me? Give me some more matches.
All right, this is how we're going to the show. Let's do it. Let me look up for WrestleMania. Just WrestleMania. All right. WrestleMania card. All right, get your predictions in.
All right, Luca's number 1, Zion's number 2.
Wow, what happened?
I'm just seeing him.
All right. The Raw Tag Team Championship, night 1. You ready?
Yeah.
The New Day are the champions, and they're going up against AJ Styles and Omos. That's the big dude that be behind them all the time, like his bodyguard.
Mm-hmm.
Who you got winning? I'm going New Day.
I'm going Omos.
And AJ Styles?
Big black guy.
This is his first wrestling match, by the way.
Yeah, they're going to let him win.
AJ Styles going to carry. We have a good one. Seth Rollins versus Cesaro.
Seth always wins.
I think they're gonna put Cesaro over this time. They said they're gonna they're pushing him. That's what they're saying.
F the media.
The match I don't care about. Shane McMahon versus Braun Strowman in a steel cage match.
Braun gonna beat. Shane.
Bad Bunny and Damian Priest will go up against The Miz and John Morrison. I'm going Bad Bunny. I mean, the celebs always win, so.
Do you hear me?
How you feeling, man? Bad Bunny and
I ain't going with Bad Bunny. I want John Morrison. But Bad Bunny, this is his second time getting the match, so maybe he gonna be there on and off.
First match.
I thought he came on something before.
Nah. This is like his first official match, I believe.
Oh, they're gonna let him win probably then.
And Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair. SmackDown Women's Championship. Sasha Banks is the champion.
Bianca gonna win it.
I think she will too. And WWE Championship. Bobby Lashley is the champion versus Drew McIntyre. I'm going Bobby.
I'm sticking with Bobby, yeah.
All right. Night 2 of WrestleMania. Riddle is the champion, the United States champion versus Sheamus.
Who?
Matt Riddle, the bro, fighting no shoes on, come out with flip-flops on like he a surfer. Bro. Bro, it's funny because you don't know these players. Finn Balor just lost to Karrion Kross for the NXT Championship. That's unrelated. We have Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. And at WrestleMania this time, though. And Logan Paul will be on ringside for Sami Zayn.
Give me Kevin Owens.
Intercontinental Championship. Big E is the champion, and he will go up against Apollo Crews. And Wale will sing Big E's performance on WrestleMania night.
Apollo Crews wins, so Big E can go back to his gang.
Nah, I think Big E go win. The Fiend Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton.
If the Fiend got all them gimmicks, he gonna win.
Well, the Fiend is he got all the gimmicks, so he gonna win. The Raw Women's Championship. Asuka is the champion. She'll go up against Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is from NXT, and in her first main roster match, she's going up against Asuka. She's talented and she's young.
Her first match.
Her first match on the main roster, but she's been wrestling before.
So they're gonna give her the belt.
I'm going with Asuka.
I'm going with the new girl,
Rhea Ripley. And the main event, the real main event, as Roman Reigns said, for the Universal Championship, Roman Reigns versus Edge.
AARP.
I'm going Roman Reigns, man.
Roman Reigns too. He's wrestling 2 old mother effers. They don't need a belt. Edge don't need no belt. He's not really a wrestler. He ain't just like temporary.
They said this is Edge's comeback story, and he's supposed to win it. I think Daniel Bryan is in this match to take the pin, regardless of the winner between Edge and Roman Reigns. But I'm going Roman Reigns. Jey Uso, Paul Heyman, the tribal chief himself will walk out as WrestleMania champion.
Jey Uso.
Yeah, he Roman Reigns. Like he come out with him, like bloodline family.
Oh, they all come out together,
Yeah, the Jimmy hurt, I believe. So
and they both heal.
yeah, they heal. It's
Look
hard,
at
it's
me.
hard, bro. SmackDown's hard.
Yeah, okay. All right.
All right. And that'll do for episode 98 of the Pack Life Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're available to Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Follow us at Pack Life Pod and Pack Life Pack on Pack Life Pod and Pack Life Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Carter Bro Special. Beside me is my brother, Mr. Carter.
Cutthroat.
We body that. I can't wait to drop his ESPN top 25 list. I'm sure our cousin Cedric's not gonna like that list, but it's always fun to see them go back and forth on the gram, on the thing, and all of that. I'm your host, Bruiser Carter. Thank you for tuning in. 98 episodes in, 2 episodes away from a huncho.
Well, one.
We will be live. We will be live. We will be live. We will be live. Yeah. We are out of here. Let's go.
New Pack Life.